Peace and welcome to another episode of the Uncensored Truth podcast on a Friday night. I'm your brother, Old God, from Hip Hop News Uncensored. Sitting across from me is my co-host.
What it do? What's good? It's your brother, Sam at Viral Hip Hop News.
Yeah.
Friday evening, live edition of the Uncensored Truth podcast. Oh God, it's good to be here.
Yes, sir.
We're really excited about this, man. What's good with you, my brother?
In the building, man. Just chilling tonight. You know what I mean? Everybody, is here for one reason whom we already know. We're going to get to that momentarily, but yeah, man, in the building tonight, man, and I'm just happy to be here Friday night. We told you about 7:30. We're a little early, tonight, but it is what it is, man. Uncensored Truth podcast. Make sure y'all hit that like button and make sure that you share this video. We want you to do two things: share the video and hit the like button. But we in here. What's up, Sam, man? What's going on with you, man?
Oh God, man, we chilling. Everybody excited. Eminem dropped it.
Yeah,
Machine Gun Kelly response. Whew. People going crazy over it, but we have our opinions on it.
Yeah,
and we can't wait to get that going. That's momentarily.
Yes, sir.
September 26th, Warm Daddies, Philadelphia.
Talk to them.
Your boys, the Uncensored Truth podcast, will be live with TK Kirkland.
Yes, sir.
At Warm Daddies. That should be a dope show. We'll be live on Wednesday evening. A little bit of change for y'all. We'll still be live Friday evening as well. We got the mentorship program that we'll be talking about, exclusively launching that here on the Uncensored Truth podcast. Right. But we're excited, man. We see the people getting in the building. Make sure y'all drop y'all zip codes. Let us know where y'all listening right now. We're about to get this show popping. We got a real dope one for you. If you have any questions, anything y'all got going on in the comment section, let us know, and we'll definitely get that to you.
Yeah.
Oh God, man, let's get this popping. What's good with you?
Yes, sir. Yeah, man. In the chat room, let us know who y'all think won. Real quick. As well. Let us know. Drop it in there if you think Machine Gun Kelly or Eminem. Who's on top? Not who won, but who's on top right now? I see the 407, the 303 is in the building. What up? What up? Flawless. Finito. Definitely been a minute. Philly. Okay. What up? What up?
Warm Daddies, Philly.
Yes, sir.
Wednesday, September 26th. Come on out. You know where that's at.
Yes, sir.
Be in the building. Appreciate you.
30636. We're going to get y'all a few shots out before we get into this, Jones.
Silicon Valley, what it do?
407 in the building. I think that's Florida.
Got a lot of 407s in the building.
Yeah, so also going to the chat room right now and sign up for our hip-hop mentorship program right now. We have a mentorship program that we're dropping. That is right now in the description box in the chat. My man Darren Marion did post that. Yes. Put your name and email in there, right now to sign up for our mentorship program. Let's get it.
Jersey's always in this motherfucker. You already know Jersey.
Yeah.
Hey, man, Lil Wayne. Shackles off my feet. He's free, man.
Yeah, I know, man.
Carter 5 supposed to come out a couple weeks. What you think about it, man? That record he got with Swiss Beats and Alicia Keys.
Shit. I told you. I was like, yo, when I sent to the message, I was like, yo, he ain't lost it because Sam Mint been running around saying the Carter's not coming out. He said Lil Wayne lost it. But if y'all go listen to the joint with him and Swiss Beats, complete fire. Shout out to Weezy. Still got it. And I can't wait to hear the Carter. Definitely.
Yeah, man. He dropped a lot of news. Billboard did a dope interview on Weezy.
Rochester. Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? So we're going to talk about it, man. But yeah, you see these zip codes still coming in.
Yes, sir.
Letting the people warm up and get in here before we get started. 317-817. Texas, what's good? 402-903. Greenville, Texas. We got anybody from Carolina in the building? Charlotte, how y'all doing out there with that hurricane? Peace to you.
Yeah,
thank you for staying tuned. Thank you for being safe.
Yes.
Thank you for spending your Friday evening with us. 312 Chirac. What it do?
Yes, sir.
Chicago's always showing us love. Always in the building. We appreciate
718.
you. 718.
702.
702 is Vegas.
Let's go. I think it's back. M definitely came back. Okay. A lyrical exercise. What do you put? It sounded like a lyrical exercise. He messed with a lot. Okay, it's moving too damn fast.
Different flows, air pocket.
ATL, Philly in the building. North Carolina. Okay. Blessings
Denver.
To y'all down in North Carolina. Stay safe. 816.
Eddie Martinez, what's your strand, brother? What you out there smoking on in Denver, Colorado? Let us know what that Rocky Mountain sitting like, man.
Yes, sir.
269-806.
Everybody coming into the building, please make sure you hit that like button. Hit the like button and make sure that you share this video. Tell a friend to tell a friend that the Uncensored Truth podcast is on live on Friday night. Let's go.
Iron Man today said RIP WGK Water Gun Kitty. God damn.
Okay.
Boston, Omaha, Michigan, Wisconsin. What's good? AM Sport. Peace to you, family. What's good with you, man? LA. Appreciate you, man.
Damn.
612-412. Yo, real quick before we get it popping. Triple G, Canelo Alvarez tomorrow, Las Vegas. We got any boxing fans in the building? Who's winning that fight? Triple G, Canelo Alvarez. Let me know throughout the podcast. I'll be asking. Oh, God, really ain't into this one. You know what I mean? Since Mayweather lost. Not lost, excuse me.
Shit.
Went out in the sunset undefeated, 52-0.
Right.
You know what I mean? He ain't really into it. But the boxing, man, Triple G, Canelo.
Yes.
Should be a fire one, too. Portugal. God damn, appreciate you.
Yes, sir. They coming into the building, man. Ready for us, we get ready to break down this Eminem Machine Gun Kelly, beef momentarily. But we're letting y'all come into the building, giving y'all a couple shots out on the Uncensored Truth podcast right now. Let's get it in, man.
Eddie Martinez, we always walk into the Uncensored Truth pass about a mile or two high. You heard? That's how we do over here. Wake and Bake podcast exclusively on Viral Hip Hop News, coming to y'all real soon. Make sure y'all check out for that. Like old guy said, October 26th, October 27th, TK Kirkland's album release party.
Yes.
Gangsta Conversation. He's doing 2 live events at Caroline's on Broadway, October 26th, 27th. Charlamagne the God, Angela Yee.
That's going to be crazy.
And a number of dope podcasts will be in the building. Aisha Diaz, La Bella Chanel, you know what I mean? Doggy Diamonds.
Yeah.
PR from Shade 45. Angela Lee's Lip Service. It's going to be fire, man. Your boys, the Uncensored Truth podcast, will be in the building.
Yes, sir.
That evening, man. But we see him coming in, and we appreciate y'all. Y'all showing this chat room some love, lighting it the fuck up right now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But we actually going to, get into the Killshot. The Killshot diss song that's been released. We wish that we can actually play it, on YouTube. Maybe one day that would change when we get some exclusivity rights. But right now, we cannot play it. It's all over the internet. Right now, Machine Gun Kelly dropped his diss about a week or some change ago. And it was pretty dope considering, Machine Gun Kelly. But Eminem came back, Killshot, dropped it on a Friday, real early. And from last I counted, somebody said it's like 3-4 million views already. So
damn.
Yeah. Definitely, give my quick, analysis on it. Definitely a lyrical exercise. He rolled the beat very well, great production. But and I think right now that he's beating MGK, Machine Gun Kelly. But I don't know, man. I think it's missing a little bit as far as like content wise. I mean, maybe it's not much more that he can say about him. He said everything he could say, but I was kind of looking for a little bit more. That's just me. What you think about that, Sam, man?
I think it's a slap around. I think the OG kind of G-checked the young bull. I think it was a slap around. Like, how dare you even come out and mention my name and have me out here trying to call you out and giving you more clout and giving you more publicity, because now your record sales and went through the roof because people were trying to figure out who the F MGK is. Now, MGK had a real respectable diss toward Eminem. I respect it. And like you said, Eminem came with a dope beat. He rode the beat, dope pause. And it was a lyrical exercise. He came at him and G-checked him a little bit. It's not Eminem's best work when it comes to going at somebody and smashing them. I wouldn't say that, but I don't think Eminem would put him on a pedestal to have to go on that work. Now, Joe Budden, on the other hand, I can't wait to what he says about Joe, is because we all know what Joe said. He said, if Eminem wants me to respond to him, respond to you, you have to come at me when there's no money involved, when there's no album. Come at me on some wax. So I think if he would come at Joe,
right,
you know what I mean, that would be dope, because now he's warming up.
Is Joe Budden making excuses? Every time, because we read the article popped up, it said Joe Budden said this about Eminem. It's to the point now people are like, yo, and I'm just reading, the ear to the street, the consensus of the people, either put up or shut up, either get into the booth. We don't want to hear, even though the podcast, is great, is wonderful, but people want to hear Joe, do what Joe does. He's a rapper, a battle rapper at that. Get into the booth and bite this dude's head off. You know what I mean? No, what they say now?
Pause.
Yeah. That was back in the day.
Pause. Yeah. That shit. They don't know about that.
So Joe Budden making excuses, man, or what? What's going on?
I think, oh God, I don't know if we said this live on the other podcast or if it was throughout the week, but I'm going to go with the hypothesis that I made early on. And I think he's kind of Mayweather in this situation. I think Joe Budden's playing the fight game. He's going to let everyone get up in arms. He's going to feel like he's retired. He's going to let everyone think, oh, this dude is trashing me, or I need to come out. He wants to hear that shit. He wants to get revved up. It's almost a competition. It gets competitive. I want to see them do it kind of like your Joe Budden and your Hollow the Don did back in the day. I want to see these two get in there and go 3 rounds and really go bar for bar. I don't think that would happen. I think the money would be crazy, and I think people would put it up to see it. Pay-per-view, I'd buy it. But at this point, I definitely think Joe Budden needs to say something. I think if Eminem comes out and has a diss toward Joe Budden, he definitely will say something. And he may be Mayweather in this situation a little bit. Is he ducking him? If he doesn't say something, maybe. Because I think both of us would agree that the consensus is, especially out there on the street, that is the comment section, they need more than a podcast. I was wrong. I said the podcast is just it's not enough. He needs to do more.
So why are you backing out of that now, though? Because it's just the build up, I guess.
I can admit when I'm wrong.
Okay, that's cool. Nah,
it was my opinion. I thought that he did well enough on the podcast. I thought that in 2018 that would justify enough. I felt like 2 hours worth of getting in your ass as far as what you had to say about somebody would be enough. It wasn't. People want to get back to the music. People still enjoy lyrical warfare and lyrical bars. I think people would have appreciated that a little more if Cardi B and Nicki would have did that, as opposed to going out there and being a little unladylike and fighting in the middle of, you know what I mean? Go out there and do what y'all do, which is rap, spit bars. You know what I mean? But when it comes to these two, I don't know. Joe, he has to say something. I would say he has to say something.
What do you think about Eminem and, you know, internet exploded? Even though you said, I was like, what, you know, I didn't hear that part. I missed the part where Eminem kind of implicated Diddy. And yeah. What do you think about that? Because that I just was trying to pull up an article. For some reason it didn't pull up, but
I got you.
Yeah. If you
got more fans than you in your own city, like Kitty. Go play. Feel like I'm babysitting Lil Tay. Got got the Diddy, okay, so you spent your whole day shooting a video just to fucking dig your own grave. And then he went on to say, you ain't never made a list to no Biggie, no Jay, next to Taylor Swift, no Iggy Ho. You about to read Blow. Kelly, they had to put your name next to Ja, next to Benzino, die, motherfucker. That's the last you're saying, Hailie and Vane. Let me go on to where he said something about Biggie, because he said something in regards to Diddy basically set up the Tupac kill. He said that, but then at the end he said, I'm just playing, you know what I mean? Let me see. Is it okay? Here it is. Killshot. I will not fail. I'm with the doc still, but this idiot, boss pops pills and tells him to get skills. But Kells, the day you put out a hit is like the day Diddy admits that he put the hit out on Tupac got killed.
You know, see, the thing with rap is like a lot of things could be you don't know when nobody's playing. Sometimes people say stuff and then say they're playing and they're real about it. There's been a lot of conspiracies, you know, theories over the years, no real proof that people always kind of point, you know, to say that did he have something to do with it? This person has something to do with it. I don't know. You know what I mean? I did post a few videos and look at a few videos. I'm real big into reading people's body language and mannerisms. And something did kind of seem a little off, but I mean, it was a real hostile situation, you know, back then for all of those guys. You know what I mean? Anybody could have been hurt. You know what I mean? But a lot of people kind of seem to throw Diddy under the bus in that regard, man.
Whether he's right or he's wrong, whether he did it or not, best fucking bar in the song. Best fucking bar in the song. If you're gonna do a diss song, and this is what's pissing me off about 2018, they don't remember the old Rough Rider versus State Property beefs. They don't remember when Styles P was going at Aaliyah after she passed away. They don't remember how surgical you get during a beef. Ain't nobody saying go and hurt anybody. Ain't no one want to see anybody get killed by no stretch. We want to see everyone alive and well, other than careers. If that one of those dies, so be it.
Right.
If he dies, he dies. Let it go.
Right.
You know what I mean? But this is what beef is all about. You got to go at him. And I think a lot of people in their criticism to Eminem when in regards to this beef is he didn't go hard the fuck enough. And he could have. And like I said, he G-checked him. He slapped him around a little bit. He warned him, listen, get out of here, Nat. You're done. You disrespected my daughter. You came at her when she was underage. You disrespected her. This is why you are in the position you're in. Don't do it again. And now I just checked you. I gave you 15 minutes of fame, and now I just destroyed it. Here you go. Let's talk about Eminem when it comes to these interviews, because he's been dropping these 3-part series with Sway. They've been dope, but he's been it's been showing me a lot. Talks about the Slaughterhouse incident, talks about Joe Budden, talks about why he's responding, talks about Revival and how people were just going in and really not happy with Revival and how that affected him. Is today 2018? I didn't really expect this from an Eminem. I didn't think that this hit him the way it did. So talk about that. Talk about how Eminem seemingly is affected by what he hears out here on the YouTube, on the social media, the ears and eyes to the street. He does pay attention to that a little more. Are you surprised by that?
Yeah, definitely. When you were kind of telling me that, you were like, yo, I think that Eminem kind of is really trying to prove himself. And you came out and said it straight like that. And it's just, I'm like, really? you know, at this point, and we both agree that he's, you know, one of the greatest of all time. Not the greatest, but definitely in the top probably 10 or 20. You know what I mean? In my list, definitely. But we can get to that another time. So it's just like, I don't know, man. It's kind of crazy, you know, that he would be still worrying about what people, you know, like they call us bloggers or whatever, you know, say, you know, about him when he's been, you know, you think solidified for such a long time and kind of got his mark already in the game. But he kind of, like you said, came down, you know, off, I'm not gonna say the throne, obviously, you know, but came down off his high horse and kind of smacked MGK up. But do you think, though, any chance of MGK responding, or you think that it would be a lyrical suicide for him to do so?
He'd have to come with bars out of this world. And I think he made his shot in that other one. Right. You know what I mean? He gave Eminem all he had. He came out with all he had. Okay. So I don't know if there is a response to be rendered.
My man Jeff Thomas put real quick, and I'm gonna get your opinion on this. Definitely. Shout out to my man Jeff Thomas, been around for a minute. He said he put the Diddy line in there as a shot at Revolt in the Breakfast Club. What do you think about that?
Ooh. I mean, Shade 4-5 against Revolt. Is that what you're saying? Business versus business? Because what's your beef with Revolt? Is there any word that why Eminem has beef with Revolt? I'm not sure we could check on that, but maybe.
I mean, shit, you know how the shit get?
Like I said, it's fucking the best bar in the fucking verse, regardless of what it was. Right. It was dope.
Do you think Diddy has something to do with, you know, I mean, we're on the air and all that, but fuck it. Uncensored True Podcast. Do you think Diddy has something to do, you know, with Pac being killed?
Nah, but I'm not there. Okay. That's just my general just kind of feeling. I could be naive to that shit. You know what I mean? I definitely believe that there's a lot more than meets the eye. We talked about Mac Miller, who just unfortunately passed last week. Oh, man, we got one. Yeah. I mean, you know what I mean? So it's nothing is too far-fetched. You know what I mean? So it wouldn't surprise me if he did, but my gut reaction is nah. My gut reaction is nah.
Right. Yeah, I mean, you know, yeah. I mean, I don't know, man. This thing goes deep. This rabbit hole goes deep. There are secret societies, not to get too conspiracy on people, and there are people who would kill, you know, obviously to cover stuff up. We see that now. We can go down the line with that.
That's a fact. Yeah. Talk about Eminem, because you said, and I don't want to put you out there, oh God, but you've been on this podcast and you quoted, Eminem is the most underrated, or not underrated, overrated rapper of all time. One of the most overrated rappers of all time. Talk about that. Expound on that real quick, because you put him in your top 10 or 20, you just said. Yeah. And I mean, people in the comment section right now, 1,000 watching right now, appreciate y'all. Eminem in your top 5. Where's Eminem fall in your top 5? Top 10. Where does he fall in your rapper greatest of all time? You put him in top 10 or 20. Where does he fall right now?
He's up there about, it's like 11, 12-ish. Up there, it's a lot of people. I mean, no disrespect. I mean, you know, I'm sorry, mama. We can't on all that shit. Give him up. You know what I mean?
Right off top, because I know we got to write this down and really think about it. But what's your top 5? See, people flying with the ones, 2, 9, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. I don't give him 1. I'd have to agree with that.
Jay-Z number 1.
Yeah, write them down.
Big Pun number 2. Biggie, Tupac, Jadakiss. That's my top. What's your top? So I got Jay-Z number 1, Big Pun, Biggie Smalls, Tupac, Jadakiss. That's just right off the top. You know what I'm saying? What y'all think about that in the comment section? What y'all think about, you know, my top 5, and the Sandman to give his top 5?
They got people flying. Yeah, goddamn, people flying. I got Jay-Z as 1. I think we were both in agreement on that. I got Redman.
Oh shit, Jersey, no doubt.
Redman, that's my dude. I got Biggie at 3.
Okay.
I got Pac at 4.
Okay.
I have, who do I have at 5? It's a toss up at 5. It's between Jada and I put Jada 5.
Jada's a beast.
So it's close. It's between Jada and Pun.
Right.
With 5.
Right.
I'll put Eminem 7 or 8 though. He's in like 10. He's definitely in my top 10.
He's a genius. He's talented. You can't. I mean, we all know about the Renegade, and you know, he's been up against a lot. I think there's even a song with Jadakiss. I'm not mistaken. That's out there.
What do you think about him taking a shot at Jay-Z on this? Because apparently he said that he bodied Jay-Z. He finally came out and said he bodied Jay-Z on Renegade on Kamikaze. I don't know if he directly said it, but he without.
I mean, you know, with that song though, I wouldn't say that it. You know, it appeared that way with the Renegade, but Jay-Z was kicking some shit on Renegade too. Had to hustle my back to the wall. You know what I mean? Come on. So it's like, yeah, Eminem, his flow's probably better on that and whatever. He probably put it, but you know, I like, you know, honestly, I like Jay-Z's, you know, verse better on that.
And what it goes to, and it's something that Joe Budden kind of brought up. Eminem can write a beat better than anybody. He knows how to get in the pocket and move and kind of go in and move different tones and different changes and different sounds to make someone listen and go, damn, he's killing that shit. But when you break down the substance, he says the content, the actual content of the bars and what's being said is missing. The thing with the diss that he came at MGK, like you said, lyrical fucking, he put on a show, professor. He knows what he's doing. But when it came to the actual substance, it's like, there might have been a little bit off. To your Jay-Z's, to your Redmans, and various artists, your Andre 3 Stacks.
Did he finish them all? What is it, a kill shot?
Oh, the MGK?
Yeah, the Eminem. I mean, because MGK is MGK.
He's done.
Right. Okay.
He's done. I think if the only way MGK survived from this is if he dropped a diss track every day on Eminem until that motherfucker responded. You come at him with everything guns blazed. You come at him for a week and then sit back, you ain't gonna have that much flow. You're gonna lose that shit. It's gone. You know what I mean?
They saying I'm tripping putting Jay-Z #1.
But I put Jay-Z 1 too.
Right. Because I mean, he, you know, he's been, oh damn, what about Nas? Damn.
Disrespectful. I put Nas.
See, it's too many good, it's too many greats. It's like, you know.
I miss Nas, and I also missed I missed somebody else. There's so many good ones.
It's a few people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Nas is probably 6 to me.
Yeah. Definitely.
Because I still have my top 5 the way it is. And that takes nothing away from Nas, because I think lyrically he's better than most.
Right.
You know what I mean? But that just comes from my ear and how I grew up listening. I gravitated to your Jay-Z's, your Puns, your Jadakisses more with the locks. Gravitated toward them more so than listening to the Illmatic at first. I wasn't on that level thinking. I wasn't in, you know what I mean, on Queensbridge listening to that and going through what Nas was going through at that time to really kind of get toward that the way people do on Nas, you know what I mean? But
Nas is fire though.
Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole, the young bulls, we put them in the young right now because they're in that conversation. Have they surpassed Eminem yet? Or are they still?
Yeah. I mean, in what regard? Is just straight?
Who your top 10? I mean, do they pass? Because you still have Eminem at a probably like 10 or 11. So where does J. Cole and your Kendricks fall in that conversation?
They got time. They got some time, you know, to continue to build their legacy. Obviously, I mean, tremendous, you know, artists. I mean, you can't take nothing away from them. Eventually, I think definitely Kendrick, you know, more so. I love Cole, but I think Kendrick will definitely move there faster, you know, than anybody else. Definitely.
Faster than Kendrick.
Faster than Cole, I'm saying.
You said
Kendrick faster than Cole.
Yeah, okay, I agree. I agree. But I think they both have a monster in themselves, and they got some great shit going on, and they're going to carry hip-hop for a long, long time. Russ, I know I was talking about Russ, and you're not too familiar with him. It's this thing going out saying, fuck Russ. You see the little Smoke Perps and the little Pumps of the world. All your new age people going at this dude, right? Jersey dude. This motherfucker's dope. Listen to his music. He writes, produces.
Okay.
Yeah, I think from Jersey, and now he lives in Atlanta or something like that.
Okay.
Dope dude. Opiate, completely against opiate use.
Right.
You know what I mean? Speaks out against it, but gets a real bad rap because it doesn't seem real popular. He's had something that really resonated with me. He said a lot of people right now, especially in regards to this Mac Miller situation, him unfortunately passing away, you had something about his trainer saying something crazy, and we'll get into that deeper in the conversation. But he says, everyone wants to say rest in peace, rest in peace. Everyone wants to ride that mother effing wave of rest in peace and all that, right? But why don't they let that motherfucker just rest in life? I was like, whoa, because far too often we're quick to criticize people. And I think that I would hold us to a regard that we are in a position where we have to commentate and do hip hop commentary, but we do it on a respectful level. We're not out here saying, fuck this person or doing this or disrespecting somebody's kids. We keep our criticism to a respectable level so that if we ever are pressed in a situation, we can approach you like the men that we are, and you can approach us like the man or woman that you are, and we can have a respectable debate in what we were said. But it'll never be any disrespect. I think we hold ourselves to that regard. But there's a lot of people out there that find clout and find fame, especially on YouTube, from disrespecting people and trying to get that pop and that you know what I mean?
Clout, I guess.
That clout.
Right.
You feel me? So he was completely against that. Talk about that in music today. Like, it's just so, why is it so fake and phony? And why do we
and I
destroy people in life, but we didn't want them to rest in peace.
You know, and I'll speak specifically, you know, to like the podcast game, and I kind of pondered on this. I think a lot of cats kind of gave us, you know, not even a podcast, but just, you know, commentating, and just, you know, giving out information, period, in the hip hop field. It's just like people that kind of came before us and made everybody kind of think that everybody was suckers. That's kind of because, you know, because we're able to disseminate information like we do. But nah, everybody that's you know, giving out, you know, giving their opinions is not suckers. You know what I mean? Just because they from the same area. So, you know, that's why we come to carve out our own name, you know, and build our own brand and not kind of stand behind nobody. You know what I mean? Because, you know, independent. It's the only way to be. But to speak more to that, man, I think, you know, I don't really know, man. I really can't answer that, Sam, man, about why people do that. I think it's just the nature, you know, of people. You know, everybody wants to jump up and say rest in peace, this, that, and the third, and post different stuff about people. But when you're here, you know, I think a lot of families even had this problem. People don't even get together. They don't socialize or nothing. But when everybody dies, you know, somebody dies, everybody comes together at the funeral. Got to change, man.
Yeah, for some reason, it's just popular to be fucked up. You know what I mean? It's popular to be negative. It's popular to have people die and then scream rest in peace. We're in a day and age where this cloud is at an all-time disgusting high. It's a virus.
Right.
You know what I mean? People are always trying to follow the waves. And I talked about it a little bit when we talked about opiate use a couple of days ago. And Bow Wow came out and said that he fell victim of lean and almost died and killed himself. I'm like, okay, cool. Hopefully that didn't happen. Thank God you got yourself together. But it's just really funny during a time when everyone's talking about it. Now you have your own story. And it seems like you're trying to gain notoriety or gain some clout or gain some kind of pity for a situation that happened. And far too often we see motherfuckers riding waves too much in 2018. And I think it's just people are just they have an identity crisis. Motherfuckers don't know who they are. Yeah. They're so far gone from who they are because they're so stuck in the phone and social media or what somebody's gonna say or they likes or this or that. They don't even take the time to figure out who they are anymore. So I think that's when in an industry where it's so fake and being fake, it gets you more and more popularity. People just lose themselves, man. And this is what we're seeing right now.
Yes, sir. But you're listening to the Uncensored Truth podcast with your brother, Old God and Sam, man. We need everybody listening to do two things for us, whether you like us or not. Hit that like button, hit the like button for me, please. And go ahead and share this video. And the great thing about it, you can actually do it, you know, while you're enjoying, you know, the content. We appreciate we got a few people in the building, you know, rocking out with us, you know, for this Friday night podcast. So I'm excited and appreciate y'all, everybody in the building. Definitely.
Yeah,
you know
man.
I mean? Yes, sir.
In the building today, man. The Uncensored Truth podcast live Friday this evening. We want to talk about Katt Williams a little bit, but real quick,
yes, sir.
Leave y'all zip codes. Let us know where y'all from. 1,000 people watching right now. We appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir.
I see y'all getting busy in the comment section right now. Let's see what y'all got about Eminem. Let's see what we got.
Go ahead and subscribe to the Uncensored Truth podcast too. Darren just dropped that link. My bad, bro.
DMX.
Yes, sir.
DMX, man.
Subscribe to the Uncensored Truth podcast right now in the chat room. The link is in there right now. If y'all want to go to our full channel where we drop the full podcast, Darren Marion right now just posted that. But go ahead, bro. My fault.
Nah. 414 in the building. Okay. 3073 in the building. 10455 in the building. 773 in the building.
Yeah.
Got that mentorship program going on. Darren, drop that link right now. If you are interested, like old guy said,
yes,
in building your YouTube platform and building your business and building your brand, and you're serious about it, you see Viral Hip Hop News, you see the hats, you see Hip Hop News Uncensored, you're watching exclusively live, 1,700 people approximately watching right now. We appreciate you right now.
Yes.
You see the numbers. That's not by accident. There's a build. There's a team behind this. There's real special gifts that we have in store for you guys. If you want to take that chance in building your brand and building your business, hit that link right now. Sign up. And yeah, man, ride with us.
Yes, sir. Real dope. All you got to do is leave your email right now and your name, your first and last name, and we will get back to you on Monday. Brother Darren Marion did drop the link right now for our mentorship program. We do appreciate anybody who wants to join up with that. That's going to be real dope.
October 26th, October 27th, live Caroline's on Broadway. T to the motherfucking K. TK Kirkland's album release party, Gangsta Conversation. If you follow TK Kirkland on Twitter, if you follow TK Kirkland on Instagram, YouTube, he's been dropping the links to pre-order the iTunes edition of Gangsta Conversation. He should be overseas right now promoting it. Official video should be coming out soon. He'll be at Warm Daddy September 26th in Philadelphia. Your boys, the Uncensored Truth podcast, myself, Sam, and my brother, Oh God, will be in the building live interviewing TK Kirkland in getting ready for the big event in October. Now, talking about comedians real quick as the comments come through, as we appreciate everybody. Katt Williams. Katt Williams was on V103 Atlanta today. Shout out to them down there in ATL.
Yes.
And he had a lot to say. Went in like only Katt Williams does. I dropped a little something on Viral Hip Hop News a little earlier. It's doing great numbers right now in regards to what he said. But I wanted in particular to play this clip, this audio of what he had to say about Netflix. Now, we all know our sister Monique was very vocal about her displeasure in Netflix, wanted us to boycott Netflix, said that they were robbing her, said that this was unfair, had us on her side, had a lot of people on her side. And then Katt Williams said some things that kind of garnered our attention. Let's play a little bit of what he said, and then we'll get into our 1-2. You're listening to the Uncensored Truth podcast. Hit that like button. Let's go.
Yes.
Let me turn this up. Let's get it.
To make a great special, sir, because nobody makes them like you.
Well, I appreciate you saying that. That only speaks to quantity. I do have more comedy specials than any comedian breathing or dead, so I understand the question. That's only 7 more than Richard Pryor.
You have 7 more than Richard Pryor?
6 more than Martin Lawrence and 6 more than Chris Rock.
Are you serious?
5 more than Dave Chappelle, even though he put out 4.
Are you serious, Katt? You put out that many?
Those are just facts, sir.
How many is that total?
9.
So you've done 9 filmed comedy stand-up specials
without ever getting financed or having a deal with anyone.
You did them by yourself?
Yes, I own them 100%. I have the top 2 comedy specials on Showtime, HBO, Comedy Central, and we just moved to Netflix. Yeah, that's why I didn't know that. Nobody does. They don't promote it or sell the items after they come out because I own them, lock, stock, and barrel, and I don't have any Caucasian partners or people that invest. I'm 50. I've never had a bank loan or a car lease in my life.
Are you serious?
That's correct.
So has, we always hear like these comedians come and say, oh, they got the big Netflix deal. Has Netflix or anybody ever hit Katt Williams and said,
I'm on my 15th consecutive 100 city tour. On the exact day that Monique was asking for a Netflix boycott, Netflix had just cut me a check for $2 million for the special that I got paid $300,000 to do in Jackson.
Right, even. Are you serious?
Or I'm really good at jokes. You tell me.
No, I think you're serious, bro. I just say, are you serious? Because that's interesting news that people.
Thanks to Atlanta, Pimp Chronicles has already grossed over $24 million alone as one special.
Wow.
Because of Atlanta. Like there are parts of the population that feel like I'm from Atlanta and I'm from Ohio.
Yeah.
And have never said anything differently.
Right. What's your thoughts on Netflix? I mean, they're giving deals. Like we just heard Tiffany Haddish has got a deal as well. And I mean, they're opening up things to comics and, for them to open up a door like that. What are your honest thoughts about Netflix?
Well, everybody has to understand that Netflix doesn't have an opinion on stand-up comedy. They base what they pay you by the amount of ticket sales for your last tour. So Monique's last tour had 316,000 tickets. Therefore, that's what she got offered. My last tour had $2.4 million tickets, and so that's what the offer was.
Wow.
So.
Oh God. Damn, no, hold on now. Monique was like, they're doing me wrong. It's fucked up. We agreed. How does Amy Schumer get $1 million contract? Well, she's nowhere near as funny as a Monique, right? But did she forget about the numbers? And Katt Williams kind of schooled us. What is your thoughts, oh God, on that?
I love Katt Williams, man. Always, straight shooter down the middle. And again, like I was saying earlier on the Uncensored Truth podcast, our pre-show, I think that's why the people kind of make him into like a demon or a bad person or somebody who's on drugs. Not to say that he may not have dabbled in what he dabbled in, but obviously we see he's a very sane, man, and he can sit down and have a conversation. So he don't look that damn crazy to me. Now, traditionally, we've seen that the media campaign has been kind of to destroy his image lately. And, we didn't hear about none of this stuff, ironically, for whatever reason. But we see now. So, yeah, man, that's crazy. But the Netflix situation, I kind of knew that, though. I kind of knew that Netflix was still giving out deals, you know, but maybe I thought that was a situation. We all kind of thought that it could have been a different situation with Monique, but you know, no, they're going by the numbers at the end of the day, what Katt Williams says. So I mean, that could be interpreted a lot of different ways. Some people will say, you know, Katt Williams, maybe that's just you and you're Katt Williams, but you know, men lie, women lie, you know, numbers don't. Do I believe that Monique, you know, deserves that contract? What she said, I do. But Netflix, I'm not the CEO of Netflix. I'm the CEO of Hip Hop News Uncensored, so I don't make those calls. But yeah.
Well, he basically broke down that section of the conversation and saying this: get your ass up, go out there and work and independently make money on your own. He started the conversation by saying he bankrolled his own shows. He funded his own shows. He put the money out for him. Therefore, he got 100% of the profit. That's why they don't promote him as much, because he puts his own money in without getting any kind of other dollar from you know who. He puts it all out himself. They don't like that. So he's basically saying, kind of on the sentiment of Dame Dash, what you crying for, what you worried about, go do it yourself for self. So is he right in that situation?
Hell yeah.
Come on, man.
You definitely right in that situation. I mean, self-made, you know, doing it. And that's one thing that Dame, you know, that's one of the things he said. Unless you only use your own money, you ain't a boss. So, you know, he kept ownership, he kept control, which is just as important, you know. So yeah, man, that's dope. I didn't know that, all this stuff about Katt Williams. And again, shout out to what is it, V103?
Yeah,
down in Atlanta. The footage did come from them. So yeah, man, that's real dope. And I don't know. He also went on to the Tiffany Haddish situation. I guess we can you know.
Yeah, before we do that one though,
right?
I want to talk about what he said about Kevin Hart and Lil Rel and
Yes,
Hannibal Buress. Funny as hell, but let's talk about it. He said the only reason why they pick your Kevin Harts of the world and your Hannibal Burresses of the world because they little ugly black motherfuckers that no woman's gonna want to mess with. Damn.
I mean,
what is your thought? They're not funny. They have no talent. But this is why I know we've heard him get on Kevin Hart before. We've heard them all get on Kevin Hart before. And if it walks like a duck, quacks like a duck, and if it's within his community, it must be a little bit of a motherfucking duck. But needless to say, he had that situation where he went in on Kev. He apologized to Kev. And now he says this. What are your thoughts on that? Is that what Hollywood is doing in their ploy?
I mean,
of employing black comedians?
My thing is like, dog, like I see that to me, they got a beef, obviously. They got, so I don't want to, you know, lean on too much with Katt saying, because we sitting up here acting like Kevin Hart don't got talent.
Yeah, he
or
does.
some of these people that, you know, they're not putting people that don't have talent, and we're not sitting up here acting like Kevin Hart don't work his ass off. You know, maybe he did, you know, somebody opened up some doors for different reasons for him. We don't know that, but hard work, you know, determination, you know, is going to pretty much get you where you need to be. So I can't really, you know, agree with him on that one. You know what I mean? Now, does Hollywood put people in places that probably shouldn't be there? Hell yeah. It's not what you know, is who you know.
When you see a Mike Epps, a TK Kirkland, and other various comedians kind of express the same sentiment toward Kevin Hart, and I agree with you. I feel the same way you do. He's put in the work, and you've been critical about him in the past as far as his stand-up is concerned, and I also would agree it corny. Definitely has watered down.
Corny.
It's gotten cornier.
Yeah.
Since the first and second ones. And Kevin Hart used to be on stand-up. When he came to stand-up, Kevin Hart was funny as hell. To me, in the beginning, that's where I gained my respect from him. It wasn't soul playing. It was him on stage doing his stand-up. I respected it. It was funny. Once he gained a certain notoriety and once he went into Hollywood, it seemed like it got more important to do the event and get the numbers as opposed to the quality itself. Wow. He had to sell out Lincoln Financial Field and do what no comedian ever done. And that's awesome. That's a hell of an accomplishment. But when Eddie Murphy did Raw, he also brought the motherfucking Raw. He brought the substance. Eddie Murphy, he the red leather suit. You know what I mean? It was the show, but it was also the content. And I think a lot of people give Kevin the criticism because the content in the stand-up has lacked, because it's more so of the show and the glitz and the glamour in the Hollywood. People fucking recognize real. And Kevin Hart is naturally funny. You put him in any situation, busting or clapping at somebody, Kevin Hart's coming, like cut pulse. He's bringing the work. You know what I mean? So he definitely is a funny dude. It's just kind of, I feel like he maybe Hollywooded out his stand-up.
Is he better than Katt Williams? Like, Katt Williams is one of the best, comedians to ever live. Period.
We're gonna do comedy boxing right now.
Let's do it.
All right, Kevin Hart versus Katt Williams in a 10-round bout. Now, are they going at each other, or are we talking stand-up for stand-up?
I'm talking about like straight up, you know what I mean? Going back and forth like Mook and my man AO Verb, like straight up.
It wouldn't. What do you
like kind of remember the Jamie Foxx joint? Like sort of like that. This, like me, we used to crack jokes on each other back in the day, shit like that.
You think it's Katt Williams in a knockout?
I never said he can knock Kevin. I never answered it, but I'm just saying, it'll be good.
Yeah, it'll be
because Kevin Hart, like I said, I didn't think Kevin Hart was that good, but he pretty much handled himself against Jamie Foxx. So it was a long time ago. But yeah, I think that that'll be. I think it'll get real personal though. Yeah. They might start fighting up that motherfucker.
Katt Williams, my hell yeah. Kevin Hart's like a security will be up there in a heartbeat. Katt Williams is gonna be ready to scrap. But that would be dope if we had like that URL kind of style with comedians and stuff. And I don't think people would think that Kevin Hart would be exposed, but I don't think so. Now, when you ask who do I think is funnier, when it comes to stand up, I think Katt Williams second to none smokes Kevin Hart on stand up. I think Katt Williams smokes Chris Rock. I do.
Really?
I think Katt Williams smokes Chris Rock. I think that there aren't many stand-up comedians that can with Katt Williams. Now, I would put Chappelle up there, and I know you may disagree with me on that. I put Chappelle up there, but Katt Williams is one of the GOATs. Mike Epps, I put him in front of Epps. You know what I mean? What do you think?
Yeah, Katt Williams is definitely one of the the dopest ones out there. I'm not really that deep into the comedian game like that to really go 1 to 5, but he's definitely, I like his stand-up. I like it, like you said, his stand-up way more, than a lot of people, out there. Some cats stand-up is just not funny. I'm just sitting there the whole time. Now one dude that really, I watched his stand-up on Netflix, Marlon Wayans. That shit had me rolling the whole time. They saying get back on topic, in the chat room. But yeah, this is actually our podcast show. We did talk about the Eminem Machine Gun Kelly. If y'all want to hear that, y'all could definitely go over to Wind the Tape. We did speak on that to the people that's coming in. But yeah, man, yeah, that's what I think about that.
It's a lot of other comedians out there that we don't talk about. Your Corey Holcombs, your Lavelle Crawfords, Kenny Howes of the world that would smoke a lot of the mainstream comedians you see now at the end of the day. But Katt Williams, always bringing the real, always bringing the substance. And you already know, man, if he's saying something 9 times out of 10 is real, and that's why they try to sanction him. But we got a lot of people in the building right now, and they're getting crazy with this Eminem.
Yeah, they want to talk. They want to talk about it.
They want some more.
They keep saying that. I keep saying R.I.P. MGK.
All right, well, let's give him some more. Let's talk about it. So we seen it come out, and I think it's about 8 o'clock now. So that 4th installment of that interview should be up shortly. We're not going to play it live, obviously, for the reasons. But y'all let us know in the comment section what he's saying in regards to that. But yeah, with Eminem, the diss, everyone going crazy about it. Did he bury Machine Gun Kelly? In your opinion,
Machine Gun Kelly can't come back from this? I mean, what is he going to do? What can he do? You think he's going to release a song? I mean, it's over. It's done. It'll last for a few days and it'll die down. What else is it to say? I mean, go listen to it. He said it was a lot of content that was in there. I mean, it seems like people are talking more about, the Diddy stuff and other, things than the actual him bodying, MGK. I mean, I never really checked for Machine Gun Kelly like that before this. What do you think about that is now 2 white rappers? I seen that in the comment section beefing. I guess it's kind of inevitable when, pretty much, the genre is the influx of them now. So I guess at some point, what happened. Because, that's one of the things, that people kind of get on us and say, oh, we always beefing and that. What do you think about that particular aspect, man?
With the white rappers?
And now beefing with each other. That never happened before.
I think it's great.
Right.
Love that shit.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it for beef. I love it, period. I love that we're talking about it. And it's not to perpetuate negativity. It's not. But far too often we're talking about us beefing and doing all this. And we've monetized and made so much money from it. Then why not have them 2 rappers go at it? Now, we could sit here and speculate on whether or not he's the GOAT. A lot of people think he does. Machine Gun Kelly, one of them. They put Eminem at the top of their list. So if your GOAT just smacked you around and whipped you up when you got his attention, I mean, what more is there to do? Who's going to be checking for an MGK album after this? Who was checking for it before? Now, I'm not trying to be negative. MGK has talent. He has his own lane. But he might have stepped in the ring with somebody that he wasn't ready for yet. And Eminem at 45 still has way too much firepower for young MGK.
Yeah, that is crazy. Damn, I'm just not actually realizing that. And it's like the same with Jay-Z. He's been one that's been able to kind of, even though some of his, his newer stuff, he kind of was, the shit with him and Beyonce, I don't think that was the best Hove. You know what I mean? But it's amazing, man, how these rappers just continue to be timeless. Even LL, even Snoop. you know, Eminem. So that, I mean, I think that should be encouraging for younger rappers to actually have lyrical content, because we see now, man, I mean, some of the music is just straight trash, man. There's no lyrical content. The beats have always been hot, but it's like the lyrical content is now gone. So I've seen a lot of people also saying, is this going to be the return, you know, of lyricism in hip hop? What do you think about that aspect?
I hope.
Right.
I really hope so, because we all knew that this mumble rap, quote unquote, is a wave. We all knew that this was a wave and it was only going to ride for so long. And the certain artists within this wave was only going to be able to sit there and delve in it for so long,
right,
until it eventually went away. Now we see a lot of rappers even kind of dipping into the bag with the hippity hoppity pippity pop, rippity poppity pippity, but we talked about them. Some of our favorites.
Say their names. You gotta put it out there.
Fifi just came out, right? I think that's Fefe, Hefe, something like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, T.I. and Meek Mill, two rappers that we both fuck with heavy.
Yeah.
Got a lot of respect for them both. Shout out to Meek Mill. Shout out to T.I. But let's keep it a buck. That was some bippity boppity hippity bop. You know what I mean? And we were just like, damn, where's the real bars at? Two people that we know can spit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But it seems like people are just trying to follow a wave and follow a trend. Once this is going, I think we're going to see a rescendance back into real lyricism and real hip hop. But that being said, we are in a day and age where people, their attention span is here today, going in another hour.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we might not be able to give them the 4.5 minute bangers that we used to accustomed to hearing. Maybe we give them 2:30 like our man Lil Wayne did with Swiss Beats a little earlier. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, no doubt, man. But you're listening to the Uncensored Truth podcast with your brother, Oh God, and Sam, man. Everybody listening, please do me a favor, hit that like button. And if you got an opportunity, please share the video. We see, you know, that y'all definitely sharing it. The people are continuing, you know, to pour into the building. So that's definitely, you know, real dope, man. So yeah, we're gonna talk about the Mac Miller thing right now, right? The Mac Miller situation. Do you have something else over there?
Let's talk about Wayne.
Oh yeah, okay.
We'll save Mac for
we'll say that for
a little later on.
Yeah, that's kind of.
Let's talk about Lil Wayne.
Right.
Came out. He's finally officially free from Cash Money.
Yes,
officially owns the title of Young Money. Now, I was one to say that Carter 5 is never coming out. He's done.
Yeah.
I said it. I said it here. I said it live. I said it. He's done. Lil Wayne don't want it anymore. I don't think that it's a situation where he can no longer rap.
Mm-hmm.
He can rap his ass off. I think it's a situation where this has just been dragged along for so long that he no longer wants to be involved and wants to do this shit anymore. So he drops the song, Swiss Beats and Alicia Keys. Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. That's fire.
Damn. So September 21st is supposed to be the release. Finally at a Carter 5. He came out and said that at 12 years old, when he had shot himself, we all know that situation where he shot himself. What we thought was inadvertently, he never really talked about it. That was an alleged suicide. He seems like he's coming out and kind of bearing a little bit more than what we're accustomed to Wayne doing. So what do you think about him finally being free from Cash Money, owning Young Money, and possibly coming out to Carter 4? Is it too late? Are you looking forward to it?
I'm looking forward to it, actually. You know, because this is the thing people don't really know about me. Like, it took me a while to warm up to Lil Wayne. Like, even though, like, the time when he was, like, really popping, like, when he really started to heat up, I can admit, I was kind of like, I ain't really deal with him, but you know, I ain't going to name, you know, the exact mixtape where I really started rocking with him. Matter of fact, I will. What was it called? Sorry for the Wait 2. Sorry for the Wait 2, which I think that Piff put out like one of the top 10 most downloaded, mixtapes, along with Dream Chasers 2 with Meek Mill. One of the most phenomenal, you know what I mean, albums that I ever heard, you know what I mean, at least recently. I'm not gonna say ever heard, but recently. So after that, I kind of was dealing with Wayne. I'm like, damn, he dropped it for free, mixtape, and back at that time it was kind of a new thing to do that, I think. So yeah, man, I'm excited about the Carter 5. I'm definitely gonna I guess we got a title, so it'll be on there.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, and all that. So yeah, I'm happy to see Wayne again. You know, him and Swiss Beats, Alicia Keys just dropped some music yesterday, doing great numbers. I'm excited to see him free of that situation, you know, and able to make some great music again. That's gonna be real good, man.
Now, he said on a Billboard interview that he really didn't have to do too much in re-editing on the Carter 5. He tweaked things here or there. He might have dropped some new verses here or there, but for the most part, it's pretty authentic to where it was. This has been a long time coming, man. This has been some years waiting for this Carter 5 album. Do you think that it's an extra amount of pressure on Lil Wayne to deliver? Because we see Eminem. Once Eminem drops something, if it ain't dope, if it ain't fire, today in 2018, it seems like they're going to get on you. And if Eminem finds pressure in this, it seems as though a lot of rappers today feel as though it's the pressure of you're only as good as your last album. So with Lil Wayne coming off the Carter 4, and we know Carter 4 was a classic. It's probably my favorite out of all the Carters, and Carter 2 was a real close second to that.
3, yeah.
You like Carter 3? Why don't y'all leave a comment right now? Drop in the comment section y'all favorite Carter album, 1, 2, 3, or 4. I would love to hear y'all perspective on that. I got 4, and then the close Carter 2 close. But do you think it's an extra amount of pressure on Lil Wayne having to drop this? If he doesn't come out banging, and do you think that he should take more time? Because I've been one real critical. Like, when you gonna drop it, bro?
I mean, shit, it's been forever. I mean, yeah, but I mean, you know, I get what you're saying though, because it's just like you want to make sure it's a perfect body of work, but it's not going to be that at this point. You know what I mean? But I think it's going to be when you got, it's almost like the blueprints. You know what I mean? With Jay-Z, it's like they always put some extra into this one. It's like almost like the flagship of like an automobile. This is like your car that's going to compete against, you know, all the other ones. So I think it's going to be a great body of work. Some real dope features are going to be in there. And you know what I mean? Shout out to New Orleans, period, though, man. I mean, those guys, I never really get it. So yeah, but pressure, as far as pressure, maybe a little since Birdman, you know, that whole situation, even though they pieced it up, you know, and other things that he had going on. It's probably gonna be a little bit of pressure, but I think he'll step up to it and answer the critic just well.
The things I'm hearing, though, guys, I dropped a little bit of the information yesterday on Viral Hip Hop News. Shout out to all the people listening on Viral right now. And a lot of the consensus in the comment section was, if he comes out with some mumble rap and auto-tune shit, he's done. If he comes out with the trying to ride the wave shit, he's done. No one wants to hear Wayne ride a wave right now. No one wants to hear Wayne doing auto-tune. Now, there's no question that your little pumps, your little Uzis, your little any one of them Lols or anybody with a tattoo on their face, they got that from Wayne.
Of course. He
transcended that whole thing. He might have even he brought on the wave of that. And we're going to get into that conversation next. I think that's what I want to do. The conversation with Nyami podcast when they talked about the South. I think that would be a GOAT dialect coming from Lil Wayne. But does he, what am I trying to say? What does he feel the pressure extra because of that situation?
Wheezy?
Yeah.
As far as I don't know. I really don't know. Maybe, but we're gonna see, you know, when he drops his music, man. You know, all the questions are gonna be answered. You know, the critics, whether or not he still got it, you know, this, that. I think, you know, that's why it's real anticipated. You know, I don't know what type of numbers it's going to do, but, you know, I think it's going to do, you know, it's going to be anticipated by a lot of people. It's going to get promoted by a lot of people. So, again, sometimes it's great to take your time and build up to something, because it builds up more suspense from people, you know, all this turmoil, you know, stuff he's been going through. So may take some shots at people. You never know, man. So, you know, I think he had to get his mind clear. He was obviously going through some health issues, you know, for a lot of those years, business issues, contractual issues. So now Soul Owner and Young Money can kind of get focused, his feet on the ground, and, you know, win. You know what I mean? Definitely.
I agree. And I think we're in a day and age with Tidal and Apple Music and all of these things where we can kind of just listen right away. As soon as it drops at midnight, we're all looking forward to it. I think Wayne's going to come with the fire, man. I was only saying what I was saying as like a push. Not that he fucking listens to what I got to say, but I'm looking forward to the Carter 5. I honestly felt as though the situation with Birdman had him tired and just done, and he no longer wanted to deal with it. But shout out to Lil Wayne, man. We're looking forward to the music. September 21st, man. Carter 5 should be dropping. Yes, sir. What you got going on in that comment section right now?
Nah, my man CJ going in. He said that shit gonna be garbage.
See, that's what people saying, man. That's what's going on. People, it's 50-50 right now. Some people are really looking forward to it. Some people's like, nah, man, you're done.
It's crazy, it's too late. Man. I've seen so many RIP MGKs tonight. That's all I keep seeing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In here. So,
it's wild.
Yeah, he's definitely done at this point. You know what I mean? But yeah, man.
I mean, well, everyone's saying RIP MGK right now in remembrance to MGK while we're doing this memorial service for MGK right now. It looks like, because everyone wants to say RIP. Let's drop his favorite record right now. Y'all drop your favorite MGK record right now in the comment section. Let us know.
Doing that?
I'm just saying, man. They over here saying RIP. I'm just saying, man. If everyone's saying that he shot, what was it called? Killshot? That's what the title was called.
It's over. Yeah.
I mean, well,
yeah.
Your favorite one. Name your favorite record right now, MGK. Let me see him.
Right.
Shut up. That's what. Okay. People like the record. Shut up.
Okay.
No, I'm playing.
So you never know.
Yeah. You see, I don't know.
What did M say that ended him?
That's a great question.
That's right. What's up, my man D-Red? What up, bro?
Great question, but I don't think it was what he said. I think it was how he said it.
Yeah.
It's Eminem. Like you said, you brought up a great point.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter whose bars are better. Who would you rather listen to? What diss record would you rather listen to? And this isn't, let's just keep it a spade a spade. This ain't really a diss that's going on right now. I don't know what you would necessarily call this. This isn't beef.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard harder bars, pause.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Damn, my man D-Red put M's diss was garbage. And you know, I was kind of leaning to that at first when I listened to it. But then I smoked a blunt or two or three or four. And then, it was just like, I kind of was able to listen a little bit more. So it could have been better, though. I'll definitely give you that. It definitely could have been better. But, I mean, MGK is easy. That's an easy win. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He has to come at Joe. We heard what Joe said on the podcast, and we talked about this earlier, but like you said, the memorial service is continuing, so we'll continue our memorial service for MGK. R.I.P. Hallelujah. But does he have to come at Joe now? And we got to see the interview. I don't know if anybody's watching on Shade 4-5 right now. Sway and Eminem. Hopefully you're not. You're staying tuned with us. But
yes, sir.
What do you does he have to come at Joe next?
He should. I mean, that'd be real dope right now.
Did Joe give him enough to render a response? Because at least MGK said something back. We all seen that. Yeah, I mean, Eminem laid it on the line. And Eminem said in the interview, and let me break this down real quick. Let me see what you think about this. Oh, God. He said the reason why Slaughterhouse didn't make any money, because that's what one of Joe's biggest beefs was. Where's the money? Where'd the money go? Paul Rosenberg has it. Eminem took it. They got the majority of the money. And M goes, okay, well, we have a budget. We put a budget out, and then your project doesn't exceed the budget. We lose money. Therefore, what money? What are your thoughts on that?
It's business 1, 2, 3. You know what I mean? As long as he could prove, as long as that could be proven, I'm sure they're probably not gonna go to that, extent, but that's simple mathematics. If you take a loss, how the hell is anybody gonna see any type of profit? So that's probably something, I'm not sure of how that whole situation broke. I know you can shed more light on that, to the people, but if he was saying it's true, it's simple mathematics. Shit, if you ain't got the money, you ain't got it.
It's simple
right,
mathematics.
You ain't do the numbers,
if you do a budget, and this is why it's so important to invest in yourself.
Yeah,
because so many people sign contracts and don't really know what the fuck they're signing. And I'm not saying that was a situation with Joe Budden and Slaughterhouse. Maybe he thought it was a lot more glitz and glamour than just plain old basic music industry shit. And it's simple. If you put money into a product and you don't get that money back, what am I giving you? I lost. I took a loss. And he's basically saying he never made any money with Slaughterhouse. If anything, he lost. Music game 101. He also said, in regards to Joe, why he was upset at Joe and why he dissed Joe, is Joe's commentary and his criticism about the Revival album. Now, we all know that Revival wasn't Eminem's best work. He admitted that wasn't his best work. And I want to talk about that next. Should he even deserve to be in the top 10 with 3 albums that flopped? And he said it. He admitted
That's why I move him back, man. I mean, it like the more rappers you throw at me, the more I push Eminem up past the, you know what I mean, as far as you can go. Because it's like, yo, it's a lot of I just can't think of them right now. All the rappers, that I could put in. We got a lot of old school rappers. Big Daddy Kane. Even a lot of people even mention KRS-One. You know what I mean? Pioneers.
Corrupt.
You know what I mean? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Philly. I think he's from Philly, but by way of California, he really,
Okay, work.
Yeah. Big L. A lot of people put Big L's name in there. So it's mad people. Even you go to the South, man. You can go to a lot of cats down in the South, that's been doing it. Scarface. A lot of people put him in the top 5. You know what I mean? He's definitely dope. He always been a cat that's always been kind of keeping up with the East Coast cats. You know what I mean? As far as lyricism back
always
in the day.
had their respect.
Yeah. So yeah, man. Who else I wanted to say? UGK.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Underground. You know what I mean? So it's just like, come on, man. Come on, man. So yeah.
No doubt.
Definitely.
We heard on the I Mean podcast, shout out to them over there doing their thing. They talked to us about how the South fucked up the sound. Now, I'm not going to really paraphrase. They just were talking about the South and how when the South took over kind of in music, when we started seeing that change, that they essentially fucked up the sound. Big statements, because the South has done a huge amount for hip hop. We've seen probably the surge of independent artists and the independent wave come from the South. We've seen them conduct business on another level.
Yeah.
But we both have been critical of the sound and of the substance. So what do you think about that regard? What do you think about that title? the South fucked up hip hop.
Yeah, it was crazy because as I told you when we was chilling, you know, before this, I was like, man, I was just kind of thinking that when I heard a few songs, you know, I'm like, why are these dudes like trying to rap like other people? Why you got to do this type of, you know, why you got to have that same cadence? Just do you. And there's nothing wrong, you know, to show versatility. Like you could change it up sometime, but it's like these guys are all trying to capture the same sound. And it seems like a lot of these songs, not all, sound exactly the same. And these cats are not saying anything. Now, in regard to the South, I'm going to put them in a box. I want to put this in a box like this because, you know, I don't want to give any disrespect anywhere. You got your cats in the East, some that don't have a lot of lyrical content as well. We didn't really come up with a lot of, you know, that really made it in our era. But even now, you know, but the South, you have that too. I think that just, you know, we just weren't kind of used to, you know, back then, you know, the way they articulate themselves. Maybe it was kind of a little bit, you know, what we would call whatever, you know what I mean? So, yeah. I mean, definitely messed up, changed it. Definitely.
They changed it.
Definitely.
Revolutionized it to where even you got New York cats trying to sound like them.
Right.
I wouldn't go to that regard. I would definitely agree to say that it was a different sound than what we heard. And once it started trickling up here to the East Coast and the West Coast, it wasn't something that we were used to. But their business is what set them off and set them separate from what we had going up there and what they had going on in the West. Because when we seen how they moved, when you seen your UGKs and you seen your Outcasts and then you seen your Bootsy Badasses and your Master P's and the list goes on, Gucci Mane, Yo Gotti, how they moved and how they got this independent money. Hey man, you can't knock their hustle. I don't care what you say. A lot of people say in New York, and especially New York rappers, were bitter at the South when they took over. What are your thoughts on that?
Definitely. Before I answer that question, I'm gonna give a shout out to Johnny Era. He did leave a super chat and he got his comment up here. If you want your comment read, you can leave a super chat.
That'd be dope.
Killshot, LOL. That shit was definitely not career ending. If anything, M shot MGK in the foot. It ain't over yet. So we'll keep that, you know, into consideration. Now ask me that question one more time, say, man, my bad.
I said in regards to, damn, I forgot what we were talking about. We live. What were we saying? We were talking about
South sound, right?
The South and their sound,
right?
And how they impacted when it came to the business.
Oh, okay. You asked me, were they hating? Was they?
Where the New York?
Yeah. My bad.
No, you're fine. No problem.
Yeah. Someone was definitely hating, and I think my man Pimp C. My man Pimp C had he talked about that, you know, in detail about how, you know, particularly the New York scene, and people do it still to this day in certain other arenas, but they try to, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Trying to hoard it and keep it as if they're theirs. So when people come even from Philly or other areas, it's kind of different than them. Oh, that shit corny. You can't, you know, even the radio stations, they would tell you they didn't really want to fuck with and play the South. Shit like that. Only a few DJs, you know, kind of made that real popular. Because even up here, we ain't really hear a lot of that down style stuff on Power 99, Hot 97, you know, coming up every now and then, and a song that will break through. I think like I could say like Master P and Cash Money. You know, when I got of age, you know, of course there was people before that, but what I could think of right, you know, offhand, those are the people I started kind of hearing, nah, shit like that, and I kind of thought it was corny.
But see, I'll give you another one though, because although I thought Master P was kind of corny in that, first person I heard was Juvenile. You gonna get it when it be, and that shit went hard.
Hard was hard.
Juvenile was dope,
right?
You know what I mean? So when you heard that, I thought I was like, damn, this shit go hard.
But it wasn't no lyrical content though in it, really.
But it was the way they did it, and I can appreciate it.
Right.
I mean, and they might have been saying something we just didn't fucking understand.
Right.
They might have been talking that shit down in New Orleans. We just don't understand their lingo.
Right.
Vice versa. If we saying some shit and we thought throwing out some Jersey lingo or New York lingo, they might be like, what?
Right.
But somebody out here would completely understand it. So I can understand how.
I'll let you do that. Yeah,
definitely. I can understand how people can say that they may have ruined it, but I would kind of lean toward New York being a little bitter about that situation.
Definitely. I definitely agree. But you're listening to the Uncensored Truth podcast with your brother, Old God and Sam, man. We need you to do two things for us, family. Hit that like button and make sure that you share this video if you get a chance. We're going in live. We're going to let Sam and actually go ahead and read the comment from my brother D-Red.
Shout out to D-Red right now. Would he drop a donation? $5. We appreciate you. D-Red, the blue collar scholar. You got to separate Atlanta from Houston, from Memphis, from New Orleans.
Yeah.
Pimp C said same shit.
That brother is from Houston. That brother is from Houston. So
shout out to Houston.
Yeah.
No R.I.P. Pimp C. You know what I mean? We definitely have heard that before. Why though? Why separate Atlanta? Why does Atlanta get such a bad rap, especially with the South? Why did Pimp C say this? Because when I think of Atlanta, and I'm not down there, I've never been to Atlanta, but I've heard stories. But I think of T.I., I think of your Outkast, I think of rappers. So what's the beef with Atlanta when it comes to the South?
I think it got a lot to do with the homosexuality, but you know, one thing a lot of people don't understand is I know people from down the areas like Texas, and you've been to Austin.
Shout out to Texas.
So it's like
love Texas, Houston, like the you know, they say that Houston, a lot of people, I could be wrong on this, it's like the New York, you know what I mean, of the South. That's why they kind of want to be separated, because they kind of did their own thing separate from the Atlanta. They wasn't with all that homo stuff and the the bags and the stuff like that and the makeup and all that, the feminization of hip hop. They wasn't with that. That wasn't always. Was that early on though? I mean, did we see the feminization of hip hop during your Pimp C era? What did he see? And hold on, let me finish. And it wasn't what, you know, even though they kind of got into the they wasn't really with the promotion of drugs heavy like that. Even though you had some people that did do it in Texas. I'm not, you know, exempting Texas from this at all, but it's just like they kind of had people that were real leaders actually speaking out real early in the game, you know, against that. Now you talk about the feminization of hip hop. Say that last statement you was getting ready to say. I was gonna say in regards to Pimp C, because he talked about Atlanta heavy, right, when he was alive, right. But you didn't. Did you see the feminization in hip hop in Atlanta early on? Did he see something that we didn't? Because like I said, when you see the rappers, T.I., Outkast, I didn't think of feminine. Well, it wasn't until the Young Thugs came in the skinny jeans, and maybe you can even kind of throw Wayne in there, but he's from New Orleans. When I started kind of going, what the fuck's going on?
I think it's what he's kind of more referring to, and this is just my opinion, is like the things that people was kind of doing behind the scenes to get in different, you know, positions. You know what I mean? But you know, maybe he did see something. You know, I only can speculate that we didn't see. He met a lot of people, talked to a lot of people, and let's face it, you know, he was in contact with a lot of the you know, the New York cats that was big in the game back then, you know, still big, and that's moguls now that was just coming up, the Jay-Z's, the Diddy, all that circle, you know, everybody was kind of together. So maybe he did know, you know, some things, you know, and kind of foresee some things, you know what I mean? Now we see what it is. We see exactly what it is now. So it's ridiculous, man.
So why is Atlanta known as probably one of the black meccas of the world, but you see all that you see down there without getting too crazy?
I mean, you know,
on YouTube.
I can't answer that. I mean, you know, agendas, you know, I don't know, man. I really don't know. You know what I mean? Atlanta. I mean, maybe you can answer that question more better than I can. I don't know. I mean, maybe somebody in the comments
completely to you, man. I have no fucking idea. I really don't.
But that being said, though, you know, no disrespect, you know, to Atlanta, it's just certain places, you know, things are more prevalent. And that's just kind of, you know, the stereotype that we kind of, maybe not even a stereotype, you know what I mean? At this point, you know, high HIV rates, you know, people, you know, doing, you know, sexual acts with people of the same, you know, sex and things like that. You know,
dude, just get kind of conspiracy theory real quick. Is it a coincidence that the CDC's home base is in Atlanta, Georgia?
That's what I'm saying. That's why I keep saying, like, you know, it's a lot behind this that we really can't, you know, cover in this podcast. Facts. You know what I mean? But we could definitely get into it on another show.
Yeah, we got other shows coming. We got Podbean coming and other avenues and whatever you hearing it live. Yeah, feel me? But yeah, right now you're listening to the Uncensored podcast with your brother O God, myself, Sam, and Viral Hip Hop News. Let's see what we got going on in the comment section. We still having a memorial service. L'chaim, God bless him. Machine Gun Kelly. I still don't see what y'all songs are. I mean, maybe y'all got to quote them because I don't know any songs. You know what I mean? But Eminem, anybody watching that interview? Anybody see the interview yet on Shade 4-5? What else did he have to say? Eminem bars, Eminem MGK, best in the game. Oh, people in here playing.
Yeah, right.
People in here playing. What y'all got going on in the comment section right now? Appreciate everyone watching.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. We definitely do. Everybody, please hit the like button and make sure that you share this video. We are, you know, launching a mentorship program. I'm actually going to drop the link right now in the chat. If you want to sign up to help, you know, to grow your YouTube channel, to get SEO training, financial counseling, and a whole bunch more. I'm going to drop the link right now under my name, Hip Hop News Uncensored. And you can actually just leave your first and last name, your email, and we'll have a rep get back to you, you know, how you can sign up, you know, and get involved. So that link is in right there. So anybody looking, you know, to improve your life, please, you know, hit that link. Definitely.
Absolutely. Oh, God attested to a very simple name, email.
Yeah.
Hit go, change your life. It's very, very simple right now.
Sir.
I wanted to talk about real quick before we do our little intermission and get the people in the comment section. Shout out to whoever just dropped that $5 donation. We appreciate you. Matter of fact, we'll read your question right now. If the toughest rapper in G Unit can bang a fuck it, you left a donation, your comment gets read.
No doubt.
If the toughest rapper in G Unit can bang a tranny, that makes trannies fair game in 2018. Appreciate the $5 donation. I'd have to disagree.
Right.
With that.
I
have to disagree. Respectfully.
Oh, you talking about
young buck.
Yeah, I seen a few videos floating around YouTube. But I don't know how true. I don't know if it happened or not. I didn't really, care to look that much into it to see if he really did it or not.
Nah, it's none of my business. He said that exactly. He said hell no.
Okay.
And emphatically was no, blah, 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 blah. Anybody got a problem with it, come check him personally. That's cool with me. You know what I mean? Like, who you sleeping with is your business. I don't know why this continues to get dragged on so crazy. I don't know why people are so enamored in who's sleeping with who. I don't really get that. Right. But, I mean, we're interested in. I know what I do, and it ain't that. So that's all I can focus on. That's all I'm worried about. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. I'm gonna read this comment real quick, even though it didn't leave a comment. A super chat, which is cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
Bar Gaming put MGK dug himself a grave. Eminem shoved him in it and buried him. I thought that was great. They going in, man, on MGK today. So I guess it's that's probably gonna be the consensus that Eminem pretty much buried the cat today.
So I mean, is it even a reason to respond? Is there any reason to even? Is it MGK just tuck his tail between his legs and walk into the sunset?
I don't think he has what it takes to to do anything worth that's going to be able to top this.
I'll put it to you like, so you think okay, people in the comment section, oh God, he's done. His career is done.
Yeah,
he's done. No more even point of putting out music.
I ain't saying that.
Okay, so where are we going with this? Like, how far should we go? Is it because if it's like he's done completely, don't even put out music, don't even make any money no more? Damn, was it fair for Eminem to destroy this man's career?
I think it's one of those things where it's gonna be better for him. It might right now. It's just more publicity. Like I hear people in the comment also saying, and this is the double edge of marketing and saying people's names. That when you who's this guy? Who's MGK? Yeah. And then now I bet you his searches now you look up Google. People are now typing in his name now, so they helped each other. Whoever obviously Eminem is bigger. Eminem just put more money in his pocket.
So should he come out with another diss record in your opinion?
I don't think that he will. I think he should take this on the chin.
Okay.
Should he?
Yeah.
No.
Should anybody else talk about Eminem?
We want Joe Budden, but we want to hear Joe Budden, and I'm sure you can definitely agree with me on this. We want to hear Joe Budden get into the booth in his house and destroy Eminem, or at least attempt to destroy Eminem. That's what I want to see. This is what I love about hip hop. I used to love, battles. And a lot of people don't know, me and him, man, we battle all the time. And we go play basketball out there. We're gonna be trying to, get one up. I'm gonna try, we're gonna go as hard as we can. But at the end of the day, we're gonna shake hands. So there's nothing wrong with competition as long as at the end of the day, we cool.
Competition is good for the soul, man.
Yes, sir.
When you got your back against the wall and you got to come out and compete and give your all, like there's nothing like that shit. Shout out to Triple G, Canelo Alvarez going tomorrow. 2 warriors about to bang.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? The grudge match, round 2 to the fight. We all love competition. Like Go God said, it don't matter what we do. We got 2 of the best, hottest rising hip hop platforms on YouTube right now. I'm a little behind him in numbers, but you don't think when we drop videos we competing?
Right.
It's a healthy competition. We both win at the end of the day. But we want to be the best. And I think there's no problem with anybody out there striving to be the best. So shout out to anybody out there trying to do so.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, man. Let's see. We got in here. Let's see a good comment. My man, Craig. I don't know how to pronounce your last name. Chris. Sorry about that. M's response was weak. MGK killed him. Sorry. I was an M fan, but MGK, I guess he meant to put, is right. Put down the pen. That's one comment. We're going to start reading a few comments.
Yeah, let's read them.
Think, okay. Cello Roca. He did highlight our name. He said Brazil in the house. M just killed the guy. By the way, how is the guy?
Brazil.
Yes, sir. That's
Shout
crazy.
out to Brazil. Yeah, man.
Yes, sir. Go ahead, bro. You want to read them?
Yeah, I'm trying to see the right one.
Okay.
See which ones I like and as they fly through.
Okay.
RMK.
And Maul put M killed MGK. Okay.
Eminem helped the young boy out. It's a win-win for both. My opinion, Eminem spanked his oldest son's ass. I couldn't agree more.
You did say that
Donnell
earlier.
White. I said he G-checked him and he sunned him, and it wasn't too crazy. He just slapped him around a little bit.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Thanks, MGK. Herberto, I can't say your last name. I'm sorry about that. Herberto did put, thanks, MGK. You bought Slim Shady back.
Mason Allen, dude, Eminem cannot be beaten in a battle. Who just left a super chat? Appreciate that one.
That was Salvatore Norgi. Eminem's strength has always been to acknowledge his own weakness and insecurities, then destroy his enemies. And now MGK is the new Papa Doc.
B-Rap. Let me ask you a question. Is that the reason why he's kind of going in on these specials that he's going in on? Is he taking it personal? Does he hear what we're talking about? Is that a way to motivate him, or should he even not be paying attention? Because you said that's his clout throughout history. He kind of takes this and it motivates him. Thank you for that comment. So what do you think about that, old guy? Is he using this as a motivational tool? Because I don't know. I don't think Eminem has anything to prove, but we talked about it.
Mm-hmm.
Which one of your favorite rappers, top 5, top 10, have 3 albums that he kind of said flopped? He admitted it. And Eminem top 10 is in my top 10 lyricists of all time.
Right.
But when you talk about number 1, and we got a lot of criticism for saying Jay, how many albums did Jay flop on? Flop. People said, nah, that shit's whack.
It was a few where people could
Kingdom
said,
Come was kind of, people were
I
saying,
liked it though.
I liked it, but people were kind of
Right.
skeptical about it.
I think Blueprint 2, the second one, maybe.
I liked it. The Gift and the Curse, the Black Album, and the Blue Album. I like those joints. I mean, I think that Jay-Z would kind of say that it was too much music at one time back in the day to kind of drop, and that was a criticism. I think Life of Time of Sean Carter Volume 2 or something like that.
Yeah.
That didn't do too well, but I liked it.
No. I think 1 you may be talking about. 2
maybe.
was fire.
I think they're all fire.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Maybe, I don't know, man. Blueprint, how about, we said Blueprint 2.
Blueprint 1's dope.
Yeah, definitely. That's a classic right there. I don't know, but how about this? Forget Jay-Z. How about Nas? How many of his albums flopped? Because remember, that was the famous line that Jay-Z said about Nas,
got a 1 hot song every 10-year average. Yeah.
What do you think about that? Was he right?
And when you talk about numbers, yeah. But I mean,
D-Block.
Nas is the dude. Nas is that dude. I don't think anybody would deny that. When we heard Ether, shit, Jay-Z was like, who? And that was real battling. Take over Ether. That's what I like. You know what I mean? This is what we hearing right now. This is an OG just slapping around a little kid in the yard. Right. This ain't no real spitting. This ain't no real rapping. I don't want to say real rapping, but this ain't no real beef. Right. At all. I seen somebody else drop the super chat. Who we got? Solomon and I don't know if you said that. Well, hi, how you doing? Appreciate you.
Hi, yeah.
Thank you for the chat.
Gabriel Lopez, let me read him. Shout out from Detroit. This is Eminem's coming back from the L on Revival. He is re-energized. We over here in the 313 are supporting our dude. Shout out to the D though. Definitely. That's what's up though.
Absolutely. I seen somebody just dropped a dope comment I wanted to read real quick. What we got out here? It's flying so crazy. I have Ben Johnson. I have a question. Drop that question for you. Oh, they asked us what we thought about that Diddy line. Okay, we talked about it a little earlier, but I'll say it again. Yes, sir. Dopest fucking line on the song. Dopest line on the song. I'm not going to read into conspiracies right now. Old guy kind of dropped his synopsis on what he thought about it. Did he did it or not? I'm kind of the mindset as maybe. We'll never know. My gut reaction says he had nothing to do with Tupac's murder. That's my gut reaction. I think that a lot was fabricated. When you talk about the East Coast and the West Coast beef, I think a lot of it was... It was perpetuated and kind of smoked up a lot more than what it had to be. I don't think that Diddy had anything to do with that situation. My gut reaction, if he did, wouldn't be surprised, but I don't think so. Right.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not the type of one to put things on people. I'm not going to sit there and say, yeah, without any evidence. I'm not the type of person to do anything that's slander, for one. But yeah, I don't know. All I could do is look at, if there was any evidence. I mean, I can see why people might think that, obviously. I mean, it's a lot of things that may suggest that, conspiracies. But again, I do not know to say definitively that, he has something to do with Tupac's death, man. I think that's real far-fetched, But for the Eminem to put that out there, he knew what he was doing, and whether or not, and then we see the beef between 50 and Diddy and, so, it makes sense. All this lines up real perfectly. But yeah, I don't know if Diddy had anything to do with his death.
Caleb McCrills dropped a super chat, $5. We appreciate you. Where's MGK though? He hasn't posted in days on his IG, and he's usually on there daily. He's scared as fuck, or Eminem really did kill him. Marshall gonna kill you. Shout out for the comment, man. We appreciate you, and we agree, man. This is the MGK Memorial Service exclusively on the Uncensored podcast via Hip Hop News Uncensored. We didn't turn us into this, but y'all was RIPing the hell out of Machine Gun Kelly. So the consensus is clear. You know what I mean? Eminem did work, easy work, did what he was supposed to do. Everyone out there saying MGK needs to retire.
All right.
Very, very, very sad news for MGK.
Cole G. Foppas, yo, Eminem killed him. Christina Hewitt, all this beef. Where's the steak? Real MCs only. They crazy. Okay, let's look at the rappers. Cleveland. What up, Cleveland?
Snake, it wouldn't be too far-fetched. Rappers were losing their lives and executives getting assaulted. No tell, G, what Diddy could have been involved in. Yeah, I mean, who knows?
That's what I said, man. It's real. And then, man, a video I put up, boy, I can't remember the title of it, but it's something we talked about for years. The whole black music distribution, you know, thing, and in particular, Jay Prince's story, where, you know, he talked about like a hired assassin that was trying to kill him. I mean, this is fact. Too. Yeah. So it's just like, I mean, he actually came out and said it on the Breakfast Club, which I thought was crazy. He came out and said it, but he did say it. And yeah, so yeah, this rabbit hole goes real deep, you know, in the hip hop, you know, community. Definitely.
Was Diddy didn't have anything to do with that ownership though. It was Jay Prince, Irv Gotti, Suge Knight.
No, I didn't hear you know, nobody never mentioned Diddy's name.
Diddy wasn't in there.
Right.
At all.
Which is
interesting.
Definitely interesting.
Why do you think that is?
I mean, it's been a lot, man. My thing is, if you look at the whole Bad Boy thing, man, and all the artists, you know, that have their stories about getting ripped off, you know, not being paid, the Bad Boy curse. It's just like, man, this is a lot of negativity. You know, it seems like from the artists coming over there, you know, from doing business with Diddy. It seems like their careers kind of get destroyed at Bad Boy, but then you see him damn near
winning.
Billionaire. So it's just like, you know, and I've been in a situation, and this is the thing, people think that just because maybe he just had a whole, you know, bad business relationship with all them people, that could have definitely happened, or maybe he's this shiesty. It could be either one. You know what I mean? But I don't think it's been nothing too much. Yeah, actually, it has been something recent. What the fuck am I talking about?
Well, with the Revolt TV.
Yeah. I'm talking as far as like people, you know, I'm coming at Diddy and accusing him of shit.
All
at least
day.
the last 3 or 4 years.
All day long.
That's what I'm saying. So
it's a laundry list of things. But
right.
I mean, when you're at the top, that kind of happens. I think that it's interesting as the concept when you talk about the Bad Boy curse and how you went through the music industry, how you see how he transcended and became the billionaire he's became. But right. Dame Dash has said it. A number of other people in the music business who were formerly in it. There is no money in music. So people, you see your Jay-Z's branching out, knowing he's not making money from album sales, but he makes it his other ways in his various business ventures. Dame Dash, another one. Diddy, obviously another one. You see 50 Cent along that realm now. Rarely puts out music. If he does, it's for fun. He's out here touring the liquor or doing the power or have another business ventures. So it might have been a situation where Diddy was kind of looking at the curse of seeing how much money he was losing and putting money in the artists, because you got to keep in mind, back in the 90s and early 2000s, when Bad Boy was really at his height, you're talking about $1 million music videos. You're talking about thousands and $100,000 in budgets that you had to put into artist development. Them days are gone. You know what I mean? It's a whole different age. So them Bad Boy curses. You know what I mean? He was putting out money, but who knows if he was recouping any of this and putting people on the shelf. We don't know.
A lot of people don't understand, man, business and a lot of things that go on. People see one thing, they don't understand. And like Diddy, he never really came out and addressed too much of it.
Right.
I don't think, I think is whatever.
Smart.
Yeah, it's smart. Because like my thing is business. It ain't got to be in the public. We can handle this shit in court. You know what I mean? If you really want to get it in. But definitely, man. But yeah, I'm going to read this comment real quick because they did leave a super chat. You know, and this is Aries Black 78, and you can get the next one. Somebody drop one. First time ever seeing this show. I am Hip Hop Salute 1978. Peace to you, Aries Black 78.
Shout out to that. Shout out. CJ, $10 donation. We appreciate you. The Illuminati are emasculating the hip hop nation and black culture, period, making them wear dresses. Martin, Jay Fox, the Waynes, Tyler Perry, Dave Chappelle said he wasn't wearing no goddamn dress Wake up.
You open up the can of worms.
I didn't open it up. The brother that dropped the super chat.
No, that's what I say. You open up the can of worms.
But well, listen, we dropped some real intriguing conversation in regards to Freemasonry, the Illuminati, with our brother Kansu and brother Darren a couple days ago on the Uncensored Truth podcast. You should be able to watch that exclusively right here on Hip Hop News Uncensored or Viral. I know I dropped them on both. I believe you definitely dropped it too. So definitely been a good one, man. What else we got going on?
I'm ducking that one, man. You scared of that question?
Nah, ducking it. I mean, what? Speak on it. What
that's real. That's a real shit what he said. I mean, yeah. I mean, the Illuminati thing is one thing.
Okay, but are they demasculating? Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
I mean, making them wear dresses, we seen that.
Yeah. And I mean, but it goes, it's interesting because it's like you see people like the Wayne's brothers, and you would think that it was just white, all white, white is right all day long. But they some woke brothers. They are. They got their families, everything.
Put a dress on.
Great question.
Would you put a dress on for a movie?
No.
For millions of dollars? For 50?
Nah.
It's just this thing. It's just certain things.
I couldn't do it.
But then again, you never was put in that situation when it was like, yo, the check's right here. You sign right now. We give you a bonus. We need you to act. All you doing is acting the scene out. Come on. You need this money. Talk about family.
I got a son,
for
man.
your family.
I got a son.
Thank you. Right.
I got a son that stares at me as the alpha and the man every day. What message am I sending him by putting on an article of clothing that isn't precedent of what a man is supposed to wear? Now, I'm not talking about anybody who wants to be free choice. Wear what the fuck you want.
No doubt.
Wear what you want. Me teaching another young male how to be a man in the perspective of my eyes, I can't put on a dress. I don't care the dollar amount. I can't do it. Not when there's opportunities for us to come out here and create revenue on our own. Mm-hmm. Two people that were formerly in the workforce and now we're CEOs and do things on their own, self-made. When in 2018, where the advantages are so crazy and so easy to make money on your own, there's no reason to go and sell that. That's selling your soul to 100 degree, especially if you didn't want to do it. And that's the thing about the Wayne's brothers is very interesting because you can't tell me listening to them. You said you've seen the comedy special, you see their family, Damian Wayans. I've heard stories on and on about them and how they broke the game, especially from you see a Damian Wayans in Saturday Night Live and then they transcend into a living color. I've heard the stories, amazing.
No doubt.
But they have done some things that are kind of questionable. And I would love to ask him their perspective on it.
Yeah, that'd be a great, because Dave Chappelle, I mean, like the brother put, say he just wasn't willing to do it. And I agree. There's no way that I'm putting on a dress, man. That's crazy as hell.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I mean? Somebody put Joe Buttons. It's trash. That's crazy. Okay, man. Yeah, man. But it's been a dope episode, man. We do appreciate everybody, who's been rocking out with us, tonight on the Uncensored Truth podcast. We're here every Friday night at 7:30, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. In between those times, we'll get the time locked down. But, just subscribe to the channel, Hip Hop News Uncensored, and you'll definitely, get the alert. I mean, y'all definitely rocked out with us. On the way out, though, I'm going to try to hit the like button. Make sure that you share this video. Also, I'm going to drop a link real quick. If you're interested in signing up to our Hip Hop Uncensored mentorship program, the link right now is in the chat. Right now, y'all can sign up. All you got to do right now is just leave your email address and your name right now. Then we'll get back to you and let you know, some of the perks, of the programs and, in the source. So we definitely, man, we've been rocking out. Sam, man, you got anything, bro?
Nah, man, leave them zip codes. Let us know where you're listening from. We love to hear that right now before we check out of here. I think we've been on for about an hour and a half, 2 hours now. Yes, electrifying episode of the Uncensored Truth podcast. Thank you to everyone for sticking around. The numbers have been great. Everyone that donated to the podcast, we appreciate you. We don't even acknowledge that the super chat is on. For the people that donated, we appreciate you.
Yes.
We're not in here for that, but we appreciate everyone out there that's showing their love and support. We got the mentorship program going on, like Ogai said, October 26th, October 27th. Caroline's on Broadway, New York City Live. TK Kirkland's album release party, Gangsta Conversation, pre-order on iTunes now. That should be a dope event. September 26th will be at Warm Daddies with our man TK Kirkland to kind of introduce this to Eve to October 26th, October 27th. We have a great promotional program going on for you right here at the Uncensored Truth podcast. If you are a musician, if you're looking to promote your music in front of 450,000 people worldwide and over millions and millions of views per month, then you want to come right here to the Uncensored Truth podcast. Myself saying, man, oh God, we're running great promotional packages for you to promote your music right here. If you want to come on live, you just seen we've had a podcast numbers at about 2,000 for about 2 hours. If you want your music on there, the 2,000 people watching and vibing to it and getting the link right there in the comment section to go to your stuff, make sure you hit us in the email. That link will be in the description box to see how you can do that. It's very affordable pricing, very great cost. We want you to win. This is what we're all about here at the Uncensored Truth Podcast. You see the Viral Hip Hop News hats. Those are also up for sale. Killing the game, man. One-stop shop over here for non-stop content.
I'm going to read this comment real quick. My man, Main Beast. See, I call people out. Main Beast puts, I pause the chat because they only read people shit that donate. Fuck out of here. Now, I read your comment. You ain't donate.
229 Albany. Are we asking people to donate to drop your zip codes? We love y'all, man. We appreciate anybody who does it. Anybody who don't, we appreciate you.
Right. Definitely. 313 in the building. South Central LA's in the building. Let's go. Drop some codes up in there.
Detroit.
229 Albany. Yes. Afghan life. Okay.
Afghan. Rest in peace.
Yes.
MGK. Guys, get an RIP in the chat for MGK. Damn. Y'all bugging.
Really, D?
For putting Jay at number 1.
Come on, Dina.
Can debate that. Who's your number 1, mama? Let us know. ATL, what's good? 856.
Yeah.
You already know Jersey's always in the building.
Yes.
Houston. Yes. Go subscribe to Social Climate right now. Our man just dropped that in the chat room. Go show him some love.
The big 21st, you can't see it, but I can see it.
Yeah.
The big 29th Street put, y'all really overrating this simple as this.
Facts.
Yeah. 617 Boston all day. What up?
305. What it do?
321. Yeah.
Grand Rapids, Michigan, Detroit. What up? Boston.
Decatur.
What up? Alaska in the building. Damn.
73. Jersey. What up? Oh, you in Jersey. Okay.
845. What up? 813. What up? Barbados. Woo!
That's crazy.
Barbados. We appreciate you.
Yeah.
Button is trash. Hey, until he comes out with something to respond, I don't know.
813.
Killshot. 14.
Funeral service music. Okay, MGK. I think talking about this one. MGK. Maryland in the building. What up? 931. Oh, 609.
609. Shout out to Jersey. Kurt. Arizona. South Africa. We all the way out in Africa, baby. We appreciate you. Tampa, Florida was good. North Carolina was good.
Fuck haters. M1.
Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Shannon Welsh. We will be at Warm Daddies Wednesday, September 26th with TK Kirkland. The podcast will be live. If you want to get a shout out live, come through.
Yes,
show some love to your boys. Warm Daddies.
Regan Williams. Peace to you. 305.
Boston, Louisville, Kentucky, Iceland. Get the fuck out of here. We all the way out in Iceland right now, baby. That's what's good.
Atwater 209.
Ohio. What's up? What's up?
Philly.
Venezuela.
Love you too, Hussein.
Hussein, love you too, big homie. 845, what it do? 336, what it do? 817, Virginia, what's up?
Greensboro. What's up? I know that very cool.
Chi-Town. 39120.
Yo,
man, we appreciate y'all, man. Why is it bullshit? Because we the only ones.
Ottawa, UK in the building.
Nigeria, Los Angeles.
Yes, sir.
808.
318-210. Subscribe to the Uncensored Truth Podcast right now. Subscribe right now. Darren just dropped it in the chat room. Please subscribe to the Uncensored Truth Podcast right now.
And if you don't follow either one of us, Hip Hop News Uncensored or Viral Hip Hop News on IG or Twitter, make sure you go do that as well. Viral_ Hip Hop News.
Yeah.
I want to see 200 of y'all drop right now on that platform. Viral_ Hip Hop News on IG right now. Drop your handle, bro.
Yes, say Eminem is warming. Let the games begin. That's right, no doubt. Hopefully, we hit some more. Y'all know y'all can go into the description box right now and follow all our sites, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Every video, you already know what it is. It's Hip Hop Uncensored all the way through. Hip Hop Uncensored all the way through. Any platform. Yes. Rest in peace, MGK, once again. Shout out to my man, Darren Marion. I appreciate you. And all the team at hiphopun.com. Lady T, and everybody out there. Of course, my man, Sam Man in the building,
yes,
grinding hard. Viral Hip Hop News. It's been another edition of the Uncensored Truth Podcast, exclusively on Hip Hop Uncensored Inc. Let's get it in, man. We out of here, man. Peace. I appreciate everybody. You already know.
Oh, God, appreciate you, man. We out of here. Everyone watching the chat room right now, stay tuned for the Uncensored Truth Podcast. Another electric episode. See you next Friday. Make sure you stay tuned to the episodes. We will be shooting throughout the week. Yes, sir, man. We appreciate each and every one of y'all. Till next time.
Have a good night.
Peace.
Peace.